Let's see if I can do this right. First shot. Let me put on a little music. This is called hustling, because us gig workers know how to hustle. And you know, there are a lot of people out there, if they had a struggle and they had a hustle, they would never make it because they're too pampered. They don't know what it is not to have. And I do feel that way. I like how you can share a little music before the live stream starts. Pretty cool. There's just a couple of things I'm going to speak about. And buying a car is one of them. I'm going to give a couple of people a moment to join in. I do have to take the time to learn how to use Streamlabs better, but I'm getting there. Eventually I will take action. We're hustlers. Lower that just a little bit. However, I'm going to talk about over-the-counter penny investing, and I want to share that I practice what I preach, and I haven't forgotten about people who have followed me, and I want to show that I took the time to really gain more of an understanding about investing in penny stocks. And I already lived doing it on Fidelity, and they protected me. And now, after doing research and studying today and creating content and creating a new webpage, I understand Fidelity really got my back. They had my back. They prevented me from making a potential future mistake. So let me shut off this music now. It's good though. Hustlers know how to hustle. But we'll shut that off for a moment. Okay, thanks for joining in. I do want to share that I created a new webpage today about over-the-counter penny investing. This will not be an hour video. It'll be about 10 minutes. I worked right when I woke up. I went and did deliveries. I earned a few bucks. Did a lot of learning about buying a car. I'm going to share a story about Melissa that lives in Oyster Bay that contacted me all day via text. Of course, I respect my mother's opinion, and it's time to get an updated car because I'm screwed. I really do feel, after driving it around all day today, it was all day, not just half the day. I drove for like 2.5 hours in the morning, and I went out tonight about 6:20, and I came home at 9:30ish, and my car pushed the whole time. And I said, you know what? I think that's the trainee. It's over. It's coming to an end. That making the right connections can really lead you to better things. So first I'll start off with the stocks. Over-the-counter penny investing. If you were someone who went to MyIncomeJob.com, scrolled to the sidebar, and tapped on Inside a Stock Market, I do charge a small fee for all the research that I do. And it's research about the stock market. It's research sharing all the stocks and crypto, all the companies I invest in, the shares I buy in many companies, and crypto. And I do a lot of research. And I was a bit overzealous in the beginning, and I was very enthusiastic, and I was entering a world that I was never educated in. No one ever said, Michelle, let me pull you to the side and let me show you that you should have some of your money working for you in the background. I never had somebody do that. Very grateful I ended up going down that path. I do share what I've learned, and I'm a big penny stock person. However, it's because of what's going on in today's world. And I have to let me make that louder, the sound. After doing the research that I did today, and this beautiful webpage that I will share the link right now, if I can. Yeah, I can. check that out. I share what I learned about over the counter penny investing, penny stock investing. And my friend, my electrician friend, told me this like a year ago, but I'm finally understanding. I already lived it, and good thing I use a brokerage like Fidelity. This is my experience. They're not paying me to say any of this. They stopped me from buying into a company, any more shares in a company, but I still believe in the company. I just feel it takes a long time for these companies to roll out with their ideas, because this is a chance of a lifetime. There are new financial foundations being rolled out. Like, their main business is, as an example for one stock, they let people see the procedure of a surgery they're going to have. However, the company also is involved with cryptocurrency and blockchain and that hemp, and they're going to be in public stores all over Florida, and it's coming to that. But they prevented me from buying more shares in that company, but I still believe in that company. However, I've come to realize there are two companies that I invested in because people have followed my lead, and they have paid to have access to insider stock market. They pay to have access to all the companies I invest in. And I feel they should know that I say 80% of my portfolio I wholeheartedly believe in. And because I've already lived what I learned today, and I went through that. I understand what they're saying. I get it. That's why you need to do business with reputable companies. Anyway, if you want to learn more about over-the-counter penny stocks, I say, okay, you know what? I have two companies that are not penny stocks that I invest in. All the rest are penny stocks. There are two penny stocks out of all the penny stocks that I own that I have a feeling they are companies on the over-the-counter pink marketplace, are often penny stocks, shell companies, I learned about this, and companies that are financially distressed. Invest cautiously. And the reason why I say that is because I learned today that there are doormat shells. They have no management, no business, no assets, and their corporate charters have been revoked in their home states. These companies, often called zombie tickers, will tick on and on with no forward motion. They just tick on and on. They're money makers. They have no value except as vehicles for reverse mergers and pump and dump schemes. Well, that's part of learning. And I would rather share that with you and be open and honest than lying to you and telling you that, oh, I know it all, because I don't. So I learned a lot about that today. And that's okay, because come the end of the year, if they don't take off and gave me a profit, I mean, they were penny stocks, real penny stocks, it will be a deductible on my taxes, because I know the second half of 2022, with a few companies, I'm going to I'm going to liquidate, and I'm going to give myself a pretty penny, and I'm going to take it to the next level, invest in non-penny stocks, and up the level of my investment practices. This is part of growing. This is a part of learning. Don't feel bad. I could sit here and feel sorry for myself. I don't feel sorry for myself. Life, my financial position and standing continues to become more solid. Not a false sense of security, a much larger sense of security. I think you understand what I'm saying. It's like building a house, on 3 feet, a foundation when it's supposed to be 6 feet. Just say, I don't know what a house should be built on. I'm just setting an example. You get it. And I created a page today and I learned a lot in between delivering, in between learning and creating and developing. And if you want to visit it, read about it, over the counter, penny investing. I learned a lot. I know exactly what's going on. And my future investments will only be better choices. However, I think 80% out of 100 is pretty damn good because I believe in 80% of the other investments I've made. Okay. I wanted to share that with you. You can always visit MyIncomeJob.com, go to Insider Stock Market, and if you already paid for that information, I will upload another updated picture of my portfolio after I make some changes. I'm just waiting for the right moment, and that comes to my car. YAA. I've been listening to them day and night for the past 6 months, and I feel I have built a way to communicate when I walk into a car dealership to get the best deal that I can without being taken for a ride. And I will sign up to use their service. And if I don't, I have to ask them if I can get a VSC, that's a vehicle service contract, if I buy a used car. Because now that we're going to get to cars right now, I'm a gig worker. I'm also someone who's starting her own small personal shopping business using the Dumpling app. I'm a small business owner. I need a new car. Today I drove 1111. I mean, it's constant 1111. There's proof right there. My turn's coming. Anyway, I'm driving in my car today, and I'm like, you know what? I think that's the transmission. This is a 2007 Ford Focus, and the transmission was replaced 2 years after I had it, and it was full warranty. And it was when all the places were closing down. Like, we had some kind of, like, everything closed down for some reason. It wasn't the pandemic. It was just, I can't remember what happened, but I had a loaner for 6 weeks, and they fixed my car, and fast forward to 2022. I'm still driving it while it's coming to an end. I need a car. I want to thank Melissa Schiltz. She's on YouTube and she follows me on Facebook. And I seriously discussed with my mother. She gave me, her husband owns 2 auto body shops, and she was in the car business, an insurance claim person for Geico for, I forget how many years, 30-something years. We texted each other all day. She's so nice. I can't wait to meet her. I'm really excited. She's a gig worker, Instacart, personal shopper. She's building her own business. She's going on and on. I can't wait to meet her. Anyway, I want to follow her lead, and I checked out her friend's website. And if the price is right, and it's the car that I need, and it's an updated car, and it's more modern, and I get a handful of years out of it, I'm not overly picky. And I saw a car that I liked on her friend's website. And I hope my mom feels the same because I respect her opinion. We'll see what happens. But this all comes into play because I'm going to liquidate. I was waiting until the end of February. I ended up waiting till the end of March. And I'll wait till March is over, and I'll follow through with my plan of action of selling off some stocks, making my cost per share even less than it is. That's good for future profit. But I could use the money now and pay off a car in full, have no car payment. I learned a lot from YAA, and I need to follow them anyway because I see being very successful and having 2 cars in the future. I like their concept of how they teach people how to handle themselves in a car dealership to get the best deal possible without being taken for a sucker and not being taken for a sucker. And that's what they're all about. They're an advocate for consumers who, in my opinion, I'm someone who lived a little longer with an older car. What do you think? People buy a car every 7 years? They're helping people build confidence and knowledge so they know how to haggle properly and respectfully in the car dealerships. So right now, if my mom says she wants to go look at that car, there's one car, Melissa, I saw on their website and I really like it. And it is exactly what I'm looking for. It's a little older model, but it's a lot more new than what I'm driving now. So thank you, Melissa Schultz. And go visit Ray and Zach on YouTube or YAA, Your Auto Advocate, because you'll learn a lot. What else? I really just wanted to share that with everyone. There's a lot to be shared when you're building a business. I'm building a website business. I'm a gig worker. I'm building my own small business. There's a lot of transitioning going on all at once. And that takes a person to focus, staying very grounded and calm. And calm, that's a key word there. Focused. Nothing is the end of the world. I feel things happen for a reason, and if it feels right, go with your gut. I've learned that from life experience. This particular video, however, and I found it very amusing, by Ray and Zach, proposed law will force you to repair your vehicle at a car dealership, and they get a little argumentative in their video, which is rare. They don't get this argumentative, and they did in this video because he is young and youthful, has his whole life ahead of him, and Ray's more the father, experienced in life. He has 40 years experience in the car industry. He was a salesman. He knows exactly what's going on, and he has a lot of valuable insight to share. He's old school, class act, where Zach is getting a little bit calling his father out, and his father's calling him out. You should watch this video. It's very good. It was one of the first very amusing ones in a while, without introducing Kimberly, their F&I partner that teach you how to prepare yourself to walk into an F&I office so you're not taken advantage of. You have every right to ask what everything costs, break it down, what is the loan without all the extras. I don't want that included in my loan. You know, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot. And them being an advocate for average consumers like us, I give them a shout out. This is my way of giving back, because I'm not going to sign up for their service unless I buy a new car or go to a car dealer. If I happen to buy a used car to hold me over 3 to 5 years and be really happy and really lucky, if it feels right and it's exactly what I need, I'm going to go for it. But watching their channels for the past 6 months to a year has built up a lot of confidence in me that I'm not overly worried about buying an updated car or a new car. Because if I bought a new car, I would pay for their services, because they help you throughout the process. And they'll get on the phone while you're in the car dealership and help you out. That's what they do. And they have the experience to do it. Okay. This is my way of giving back to them, because I just continue to learn so much from them. And I really like their F&I lady, Kimberly. You learn a lot from her too. Okay. Everybody, thanks for listening. If you joined in, great. Melissa Schultz, I'm listening to you. We will meet. It was a real pleasure. And, you know, if it feels right, I'll follow through. I'll let you know. That's it. Okay, gig workers. I earned money today, but my car actually... You ever go on a roller coaster? That's a great way of describing what was going down with my car today. I drove it for 2.5 hours and 3.5 hours. And it's been happening more often, but it happened both times when I went out today. You ever go on a roller coaster and it goes like this forward and back, forward and back, forward and back while you're going up the hill, and then you go down and it's accelerating. Well, the car does that until you get to a decent speed, and then it's smooth. But once you stop and start over again, it goes boom, boom. I'm like, that's a feeling I never felt in my car before. As gig workers, we know how valuable our car is when you need to earn income, steady income. And I need a bigger car anyway. I think it's just time. I think everything happens for a reason, and people come into your life for a reason. And I have a feeling Melissa's guiding me right, and I hope my second opinion feels the same way. I'm hoping, because I really would like to go look at that car, because I looked at it and I went, damn, I want to go look at that. And it's something I could pay outright, not have a car payment, and be upgraded, and not worry about it for a few years, and keep it maintenance. And I know many people say, oh, it's so much wear and tear on my car, the maintenance, the this, the that. I'm someone, you buy a car to drive it. You have to maintain it. What are you bitching about? It's part of the responsibility of owning a car, just like a house. Just like a townhome, just like a co-op, a condo. Well, if you own it, you have to maintain it properly. Get over it. It's part of life. That's how I feel. If it's nothing major and it pretty much runs, I mean, nothing lasts forever, you got to maintain it. And I want to drive the car that I want to buy. I want to use it for the purpose I want to use it for. I think you get it. All right? If you watch this on the replay, which I would think most will, thanks a lot. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video clip. Have a good one. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned and visit over-the-counter penny investing at MyIncomeJob.com. Scroll to the sidebar. You'll find it. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.